Hello and welcome. I'm Positronics or PT, and among my many hobbies I can now include TCG making as one of them. If you're a returning visitor from my first TCG video, or perhaps one who is coming back from seeing my art videos, nice to see you again. Some quick notes from the previous video. All that I'm showing here is a number of weeks behind where I currently am in terms of development and such. I am taking all comments and information on board, so please keep posting them, just be aware that some aspects may have already changed in the interim. With that said, welcome to my second video in my HTCG process. This week I'm going over the beginnings of deck differentiation and the initial rules I set down. I was unaware of how common such deck distinctions are when I wrote mine down, so there's absolutely similarities between mine and the big name games, but I'm hoping as this develops I'll create some strong distinctions. As written, I have a pretty standard playstyle for these decks. Fire is your average aggro deck, hitting fast but with weak defense. Metal is the opposite, high defense but low attack. Wood is a ramp deck, starts slow and builds up over time. Water is an evasive deck, with the aim of redirecting attacks to cards better suited to taking damage. And Earth is your all-rounder with nothing special about it, but means it's a balanced deck right out of the box. I then spent some time deciding on the base rules. I wanted to keep things straightforward and decided that there wouldn't be separate energy cards, like how Duel Masters allows any card to be played as a resource. I didn't spend a lot of time thinking over what numerical values I should use, or what abilities the cards should have. I was more focused on getting a test game made and start refining these items later. I did underline some sections in red to indicate variables that were likely to change, just as a note to myself. This is also where, upon having all these rough numbers and rules, I made my first set of test cards. These were done on basic printer paper, 7x8 squares to make a total of 56 cards per single A4 page. I wrote up 3 decks here, being Fire, Earth and Metal. Fire is red, Earth is brown and Metal is grey. Each deck has the main, support, danger and buff cards in it, and these were good enough to do a couple of quick tests. Before we get to that, I made some adjustments to the card design and added in a few more rules. Decks can only have 2 different colours in them, and I also created limits on the attack and defense of cards. I also put in 3 win conditions to round it all out. And then, as a TCG isn't complete without abilities, I wrote down as many ideas as I could think of, along with a couple of potential keywords. Again, these get refined and adjusted as development progresses, so nothing here is confirmed until I say so. Also in this section is ability timing. This hasn't been used that much as I've only used the on-death timing in my test battles, but it's nice to have when I need to reference it. And finally, the first playtest of the game. These early ones took a while as I needed to write down each step as it went, and saying it was chaotic is an understatement. I had to redraw cards, take back moves, remember to use bide and burst, and more. This is where frequent and early playtests are necessary, as you can shake out any inherent issues and adjust before you get too deep into the process. I made some notes and adjustments, then went straight into a second playtest. This one was smoother but still with issues, and again a series of notes made for more adjustments. This is where some of the aspects of the game I have currently start to take shape, with the inclusion of being able to move a support from the energy zone to the battle zone, lane attacking features, and me considering removing healing as a separate card. This gave me lots to think about, so next time we'll be refining the card specifications and honing in on making a fire deck proper with specific card numbers, types and abilities specifically designed for them. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.